So as we come to a comfortable seat, just bring your hands to your knees, let your shoulders draw down, let your belly drop back, sit nice and tall, close your eyes, and listen to the sound of the inhale and the sound of the exhale to help us stay focused and grounded here. So I've definitely been struggling with feeling out of control. There's so much happening right now for all of us that is completely out of our control. So when I have those times, what I find helpful is to draw myself into a place where I can connect to what I actually do have control over. And that is the breath, and that is the body, and that is this moment. And I'm always inspired by the third principle of karma. The sage Vashistasana said, "There is no power on earth greater than the right action in the present moment." So when we think about how powerful we are in this moment, it helps us realize we do have some control. And it helps us surrender that which we don't have control over. So as we sit here in the body, in the breath, in the mind, in the moment, connect to your power. Remind yourself that what you do for this time is really important. Let's open the eyes now, bring the arms all the way around and up. Palms touch. And then as you exhale, bring the right arm down to the right and let that left arm reach up and over. And draw your gaze up to the sky. And maybe you're gonna walk those fingers a little bit further out. Gazing up. Let that left shoulder draw down. And then with your inhale, right arm's gonna reach up. And with your exhale, left arm's gonna reach down. And let the right arm reach up and over. Right shoulder draws down. Good. And then as you inhale, come on up. And as you exhale, let's just walk the hands forward. Let the head hang. Maybe tent into the fingers. So there is no power on earth greater than this right action in the present moment. So what does that need to be for you on the mat? Walk your hands back. Let's come on to the hands and knees. We'll do some cat-cows here. So inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, round, draw the belly in. Really curl through whatever part of the spine you feel you need it most. So inhale, chest lifts. For me today, it's my thoracic spine, my rib cage. Super, super tight. So I'm gonna stay more high. Perhaps if you want lower in the back, you're gonna come more towards a half child's pose. So inhale, think about what is that right action in this present moment. Exhale, round. And how do we do that? We stay mindful in the moment. We connect to the body and the breath. We realize that we have that power to make this moment what it needs to be. Inhale, gaze forward, heart lifts. Exhale, draw the belly in and round. One more, inhale. And one more, exhale. So wherever you want to do, you're customizing your cat. It can be closer to child's pose for the lumbar spine. It could be higher up, sort of like when a cat is scared and really presses up into the middle back for that thoracic spine. And then come back to neutral. So we're going to start, so Vashistasana, the sage, his pose is Vashistasana, which is side plank. So we're going to do various versions of side plank today. We're going to build towards them. So for now, we're going to come into the first version. Left leg's going to straighten. Float your right leg back like a kickstand behind you. Press into the left leg. Reach the left arm up and let's float it over the ear. Let your left shoulder be soft. Lengthen through that whole side body. And then come on up, bring your hands to your hips, so keep pressing into the left foot, float the left arm down, let the right arm reach up and over, gaze up to the sky, breathe here. And then windmill the hands back down and come onto your knees again. So we'll do that same thing on the other side. We'll straighten the right leg, we'll flip the left foot back, keep the left arm down, float the right arm up. Maybe it comes over the ear. Press into the outer edge of the right foot so you're lengthening here. And then as you inhale, come on up. Hands to the hips, and then float your right hand down your right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Press into that left foot. Shoulder draws down. And we're going to windmill it right back into our hands and knees. Let's inhale, arch the spine again. And this time as you exhale and you round and curl and draw the belly in, let's come to downward dog. All right, pedaling out through the feet a little bit, lengthening through the legs, shaking out the head. And then we'll slide both heels over to the right. So if you can, both heels are going to work towards the right side of your mat. But your arms are nice and strong. So downward dog in your upper body, side plankish in your lower body, right? And then inhale back to center, and exhale, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So let the heels float over to the left, but the shoulder girdle tries to track as forward as possible. Head relaxes. Inhale, we're gonna come back to center, and roll forward to our first plank today. So if this is too much, you can always drop your knees to the mat. We're gonna lower all the way to the mat. So you decide what is that right action in this present moment. What do you have control over right now? Hands stay underneath the shoulders, chin tucks into the chest, and then we'll start to lift the chest and move the chin away for a little baby cobra. Shoulders draw down, elbows squeeze in, gaze is forward. 3 breaths here. And then exhale, lower down. So feel free to roll back to your downward dog, press up to the knees or curl the toes under and come up to plank. You decide, but we'll find our way back to downward dog. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of abdominals now, warming up the obliques. So as you exhale, you're gonna take the right hand and bring it to the outside of the left leg somewhere. It doesn't matter where it is. Good. And then as you inhale, plant the hands and come to plank. All right? As you exhale, come back. Left hand's gonna come to the outside of the right leg somewhere. And then as you exhale, plant the hand and roll forward to plank. We're gonna do a couple more of those. So slide back, that's your inhale, right hand to outside of left leg. Exhale, come forward to plank. Inhale, left hand to the outside of right. Exhale, come forward to plank. One more each side. Inhale, left hand to the outside of the right leg. Exhale, come forward to plank. And then inhale, left hand to the outside of the right leg. And exhale, come forward to plank. From here, again, we're gonna lower all the way to the mat. You decide how you go. This time as you inhale, let's come into a high cobra. So press through the arms, shoulders are light. And let's just switch shoulders. So as you exhale, bring one shoulder forward, inhale it back. Exhale the other one forward, inhale it back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, one more, exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, curl the toes under. We'll find our way back to downward dog. Pedal out through the feet if you'd like. Press meaningfully into the hands. And then we're gonna walk the feet slowly up to the hands. So little baby steps, bend your knees if you need to. Shake out the head. Maybe bend your knees and hug behind your thighs and just round a little bit here for your first forward fold this morning. So what do we have the power over? Us. Our thoughts, our breath, our practice. Those things we can control. Arms hang, slowly roll yourself up to standing. Bring your hands to your heart, just sit in the moment, this moment, remembering the power you have here. And then take a deep inhale, bring the arms all the way around and up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, find your flat back. Exhale, step to plank and lower through chaturanga. Skip it if you need to, whatever you need to do. Inhale. And exhale, rolls you back, downward dog. Pedal out through the feet if you'd like. Press into the fingers. Let the shoulders draw down. And breathe. So first we have to access the power in this present moment, and then we have to surrender that which we can't control. Right? Find some acceptance, soften into the discomfort. And then we find that it lessens sometimes. So practice that in the body. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop, step, float the feet to the hands. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms all the way around and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And again, inhale, sit Namaskar A, palms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, flat back, press into the fingertips if they're on the floor. Exhale, step back to your plank and lower through chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra, chest lifts, gaze forward. Exhale, brings you back, downward dog. Let's slide both heels over to the right and press into the hands. And then inhale, bring the heels back, and exhale, slide them over to the left, press into both hands. Inhale, bring both heels back. And as you exhale, slide forward to plank. On your next inhale, come back, left hand to the outside of the right leg. Exhale it forward. Inhale, right hand to the outside of the left leg. Exhale it forward. One more each side. Inhale, left hand to the outside of the right leg. Exhale it forward. Last one. Inhale back. And exhale forward and lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, find that high cobra. And exhale, rolls you back, downward dog. Just shake out your head a little bit. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, float. The feet up to the hands. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold. Inhale brings us to Utkatasana, chair. So sit into your chair, arms reach up, shoulders draw down. Good. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale brings you through your vinyasa if you'd like. Or skip it and meet us right in downward dog. Right leg lifts nice and high. Let's bend the knee and round it towards the nose. Shift forward, step the right foot in between your hands, drop your left knee. Both hands come to that front knee, draw it forward, and then reach your arms up to the sky. For Anjaneyasana, shoulders are soft, gaze up, right fingertips come around left wrist, draw the left arm up, let's tap towards your right knee, looking up to the sky. Breathe here. And then one hand on either side of your front foot. And we'll just bend and straighten this front leg. So we're lengthening out the back of the leg. Seeing what we need to both have power over in this moment, right? Knowing what's going on, and then what do we need to surrender? What do we not have control over? And maybe letting some of that go. Good. Next time you bend into the front knee, curl the back toes under. We'll meet in downward dog, so if you want a vinyasa, go for it, skip it, if you don't. And we'll lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, draw it towards your nose, step the foot in between your hands, drop your back. Inhale, bring both hands to that front knee so you can draw it gently forward, and then reach the arms up to the sky and let your shoulders soften. Good. Breathe here. So belly draws in. This is a back bend of spinal extension that we're working on here. And then left fingertips come around right wrist. Draw the right arm up. Let's tip it towards the left leg. Look up to the sky. And then exhale, set the hands down. Inhale, shift back towards Hanuman and forward a few times. Just lengthening out through that left leg. Two more breaths. And then the next time you bend into that front knee, curl your right toes under, lift your right knee up. And we'll meet in downward dog. So you decide what that looks like for you. Downward dog, 5 breaths here. Shoulders draw down, fingers spread, press into those fingertips. And then inhale high on the toes, exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet up to the hands. Inhale, lengthen here. And then exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Once again, Utkatasana chair. So sit into your chair. And then fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale brings us through plank to chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale, rolls us back. Right leg's gonna lift nice and high. Bend the knee, round it towards your nose, and step the foot in between the hands. So this time, you can always drop the back knee if you need to, or we're gonna come up into our high lunge, right? Squeeze through the left buttocks, wrap the left hip forward, bend into the right knee. Belly draws in, shoulders relax, gaze is forward. Settle into this moment. There is no power on earth greater than this right action in the present moment. Set the hands down, one on either side of your front foot, and once again, shift towards straightening. So notice I'm lifting my front toes. If you want to go all the way there, go ahead. If you want it anywhere along the process, you don't have to straighten the leg. You can keep it slightly bent, just threading out through the hamstrings and the glutes. 2 more breaths here. And then the next time you find a bend in the front knee, set the left hand down and lift the right arm up. So we're twisting. Looking up to the sky. 2 more breaths. Letting your right knee move in towards your midline. So the inner thigh is working. Press through that left heel, squeeze through the buttocks. And exhale, set the hand down. Inhale, it's vinyasa or right to downward dog. Up to you. We'll meet back in our downward dog. Left leg will lift. Inhale. Knee comes to the nose as you round forward. Step the foot. Exhale. Squeeze your inner thighs towards your midline. Belly draws in. Inhale the arms up. Relax through the shoulders. Keep the belly strong. Settle into the front knee. Wrap the right hip forward. 2 more breaths here. And then hands come down. And we'll shift towards straightening and bending. You decide if you want to come all the way for those toes to lift. Up to you. Back and forth. Next time you bend, keep the right hand down. Let's float the left arm up to the sky. We'll draw our gaze up. This left knee is moving in towards your midline, and you're pressing out through that right heel. Reach the fingers up to the sky. Breathe here. And then as you exhale, set the left hand down. As you inhale, come to plank. If you want your vinyasa, go for it. Skip it if you don't. Inhale. Exhale. So 5 breaths here. That could be downward dog. That could be child's pose. That could be stopping to get a drink of water. Whatever you need right now. Decide. So with this breath, this connection to the body and the breath and the mind, we can make mindful choices in the present, in the moment. That's what we have the power over. That's what we have control over. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back to your chair. Vashistasana, lighten the toes. Sink into the heels a little bit. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, comes back, downward dog. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, come up into that high crescent warrior. Exhale, set the hands down a little bit forward of your foot. Again, we're going to shift, but this time we'll be in the fingertips. Shifting back and forth a little bit. And then walk the hands a little forward. We're going to come into a standing split. So let the head hang. We're in our standing split. You can always keep that right knee bent if you need to. But this time, with the left leg, we're going to bend the knee and try to bring it towards the elbow, or to the armpit, really. Inhale it back. Exhaling towards the armpit, so we're scrunching in. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the leg back. We're going to step into our twist. This time, if you want to start your first full side plank today, Vashistasana, now is an opportunity. So come to the pinky toe into the back foot, stack the legs. You can always drop the left knee down if you prefer. Right? As we come into our side plank and you're lifting through your lower side waist, let that right arm float over the ear. And we'll meet in downward dog, so if you want to skip it, skip your vinyasa. Make that right action in this moment for you. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, round forward, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Good. Exhale, set the hands down, but a little forward of the foot, tent into the fingers, shift back and forth. Next time you bend into the knee, walk your hands just a touch forward, come into your standing split. Let the head be soft. Let gravity help lengthen your cervical spine. And then bend your right knee and bring it towards your right armpit. Inhale, bring the leg back behind you. Exhale, bring it in. Remember, the left knee can be bent. It doesn't have to be straight. We don't want to lock out the knee. We want to make that right action in the present moment. Right? Because that has ripple effects for the future. If we lock out the knee, then we're gonna hurt it later. Bring the leg back, bend into the left knee, step the right toes down, right hand down, left arm up. Gaze up, so here we are. Maybe from here, we're gonna come into a side plank, come to the pinky toe edge of the back foot, stack the legs. Remember, you can drop that right knee to the floor if you want to. Look up, float the arm over, lift through the lower side waist. 2 more breaths here. And we'll meet in downward dog. Good. Take 5 breaths here, maybe get a glass or a sip of water, whatever you need to do. That's what I need to do. Good. On your next inhale, we're gonna come high on the toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, sit into our chair, Waguespack. Little deeper each time, maybe. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale brings you through a vinyasa if you'd like. Up to you, of course. And then plant the left foot and step the right foot forward. So we're coming into warrior one. Left hip rocks forward. Maybe your toes turn a little more forward so you can get your hips towards square. Bend into your right knee. Reach your arms up. Breathe here. Press into the big toe and heel of the back foot. As you exhale, let's move into a warrior two. So bend into your front knee. Reach the arms forward and back. Gaze over your front fingers. Then let's turn the palms up and reverse the warrior. So left hand floats down that right leg. Right arm reaches up. And then we'll bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm up to the sky. And then maybe over the ear, right? Press into the outer edge of the back foot and then bend into the front knee. Look up to the sky. So options here, we're gonna come into Trikonasana. So it's your choice if you wanna bring the elbow inside the knee as you straighten the leg, let the hand hover, right? Bottom arm. Or you can grab on anywhere you want to down that right leg. Look up to the sky. So triangle pose is a really good prep for Vashistasana, and so is Ardha Chandrasana. So we're gonna come into half moon now. Bend into the right knee, set the right fingertips down, let the left arm reach up to the sky, leg reaches up. So when we're in Ardha Chandrasana, the same actions that are happening in the pelvis now are happening inside plank. Both sets of your muscles of the outside of your hip, your gluteus medius and your TFL, have to work here to stabilize us. 2 more breaths here. With your exhale, let's bring the left hand down. Let's come back into our standing split. So just shake out the head here. We're gonna end up in that triangle forward bend. Anybody wanna hop? Go ahead. Right. But we'll meet in that triangle forward bend. Right knee can always bend. Head is heavy. And then we're gonna step the left foot up to meet the right. So we're gonna come back into chair, Waguespack. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale moves us through our vinyasa or not. Inhale. And brings you back, exhale. Plant the right foot, let's step the left foot forward. Warrior one. So Right foot might need to angle a little more forward in order to get that right hip forward. Bend into the left knee, ground into the left foot, belly strong, lift the arms. Notice my shoulders are drawing down. Maybe you can't see that. As we exhale, we're going to open to warrior two. Just going to change my position here. And look over those front fingers. As you look, press into the outer edge of your back foot. You're lifting through your inner ankle or your inner arch. Turn your palms up. Let's reverse the warrior. Hand can rest on the back leg. And then exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over the ear. So look up. Bend into the front knee. Gaze up to the sky. Parsva Konasana, side angle. So from here, you could take the left arm and bring the elbow inside the knee as we come into triangle and hover, or grab onto the leg. You decide, gaze up, belly draws in. This is starting to prepare us for Ardha Chandrasana, which helps prepare us for another Vashistasana. Side plank. Exhale it down, we'll bend into the left knee, plant the left hand, come into half moon. So your right leg is lifting, both hips have to stabilize you. Gaze up, reach through the fingers, and then just be here. Okay? Be mindful in this moment, that's how we're powerful. When we can see clearly what the right action is in that present moment. We can only do that when we're mindful. Hands come down, we're in our standing split, but we're gonna meet in triangle forward bend. If anybody wants to do their handstand hops, I'm just gonna do one because I did one on the other side. Right? So just practice time. And then we'll meet in our triangle forward bend. Make sure your right hip is rocking forward so your hips are really square towards the front of your mat. As you fold here. Stretching through the left buttocks. So it's your glutes, it's your hamstrings. You might even feel it in your calves if your hamstrings and glutes are super, super tight. So just surrender, soften into that. That tightness is what we're holding on to that we have to surrender. Okay, bend your left knee, step your right foot up to meet your left. We're gonna come right back into chair. Waguespack. Inhale. Exhale, let's forward fold. Inhale once again, lengthen. You decide, we'll meet in downward dog. So what is going to serve you in this present moment? And we know what we practice here, we bring with us into the rest of our lives. So when we can ask ourselves that question and we have an answer, we get better at asking that question. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, we're gonna come nice and high into our crescent warrior. But then as you exhale, this left knee is gonna come up into the chest. Okay? So from here, we're coming into a version of Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So hand can stay on the knee and bring it out, or you're hooking the big toe and bringing it up. You have a strap available, you want to use a strap, that's fine too. Whatever version you're doing, gaze over the opposite shoulder. Good. Then bring your gaze back, draw the leg forward. We're gonna shift into warrior three. Okay, so lifted leg, toes are down. Arms can reach alongside you, but keep the shoulders soft. Or any other version, out to the side, hands to prayer, whatever you'd like. And we're transitioning into revolved half moon. So that means left hand's gonna come down and the right arm is gonna come up. I'm just gonna switch so I'm on my mat. Breathe here. Top hand comes down, we're gonna find our standing split. And then we'll bend into the front knee and we're gonna be in this twist again. So I'm just gonna switch positions. Good. Okay, options here. Any version of side plank we've done so far. So knee down, right? Or our traditional side plank. If you'd like a little more, you're gonna bend your elbow and bend your knee and bring your elbow and knee together and straighten 3 times, okay? So we did this when we were in standing split. We brought the elbow and the knee, or the knee towards your armpit. Same action here. Maybe one more. And we'll meet in downward dog. So vinyasa or not, you decide. Left leg's gonna lift, inhale. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, we're gonna come nice and high into our crescent warrior. Good. Now, we're gonna hug this right knee up into the chest. So hug it up into the chest. Either your right hand stays on the knee, or you're gonna hook the big toe. Straightening the leg and bringing it out to the side, or keeping the knee bent and bringing it out to the side. Look over the opposite shoulder. So again, we're calling on these standing hip muscles to support us. And also the other hip to help lift this leg. Good. Bring the gaze forward, bring the leg forward, release the toes. We're gonna move our way to warrior 3. So flex the foot, reach the arms forward, or to your heart or out to the side. Whatever version of standing split, or sorry, warrior 3 works for you. And then we're gonna float the right hand down to the floor and the left arm up to the sky for our revolved half moon. So breathing here. Rolling the lifted inner thigh towards the standing inner thigh, gazing up to the sky. Top hand comes down, bend your left knee, step your right toes long behind you, right hand down, left arm up. So any version of side plank you'd like. Come to the pinky toe edge if you're gonna try the knee elbow one. So press into the right big toe and then elbow and knee together. Inhale in, straighten. Couple more. Inhale, bring it in. Inhale, and exhale, maybe one more. And let's do one more. And we'll meet in downward dog. So you decide what is going to serve you in your journey together. And we're going to take 5 breaths there. So let's offer a child's pose. I know I don't have to offer it. I hope you know you can take it anytime you need to. But sometimes it's easier when someone else reminds you that not doing something sometimes is the best decision. Right? Letting your hips come back to your heels. Breathe here. Settling the breath a little bit. Good. Okay, let's make our way back to downward dog now. So find your way back to downward dog. And lift the right leg nice and high. And we'll bend the knee and draw it towards the nose and step the foot in between your hands and drop your back knee. So we're in our Anjaneyasana again. Arms are going to reach up to the sky, so settle into your Anjane here. And then bring your hands to your heart and we'll twist. So left elbow is going to come outside right knee. Lots of choices here. So here we get to practice. What's going to serve me in this moment? Maybe I want to lift the back knee. Maybe that's going to serve me. Maybe I want to separate the hands. Maybe that's going to serve me. Maybe I want to play with a half or a full bind. Maybe that's going to serve me. I have all this power to make these decisions in this moment for myself. What is best? So let me mindfully make those choices. And when I practice that here, I get better at it in the rest of my day. And slowly unwrap the hands, drop the back knee if it was lifted, flatten the foot if you curled the toes under, shift into the straightening the front leg, weight in this back knee, half Hanuman, so fold here. So maybe you feel like working a little deeper into your full Hanuman or coming halfway there. Okay, so here we go. So this is where I am today in my Hanuman, and I have to accept that. Okay? For me, Hanumanasana is always a wild card. Sometimes I effortlessly slide into a full split, and sometimes I'm agonizing. I'm in an agonizing place 3/4 of the way down. And that's the part I can't control. I really can't control that. I don't know what my body needs that day until I see. That's the part we have to surrender. 2 more breaths here. In whatever version of this you are in. And then either way, slide back, bend into the front knee, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Let's float the right leg up. Let's just stack the hip. And then hips back together, step the right foot down. We're gonna do the second side. So left leg's gonna lift, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot in between your hands, drop your back knee. Inhale, arms reach all the way up to the sky. First for your Anjaneyasana, lift. Then we're gonna bring the hands to the heart, and we're gonna twist. So right elbow outside left knee. Maybe this is where you need to be today. Maybe this is your right action in the present moment. Maybe you want to play and lift the back knee. Maybe you want to separate the hands. Maybe you want to wrap. Who knows? Right? Breathe, squeeze through your left buttocks, bend, right buttocks, bend into your left knee. Gaze up to the sky, whichever version of your twist you're doing. 2 more breaths. And then release the hands. Drop your back knee if you lifted it. Flatten the back foot if you curled it. Shift your weight into the back knee, straighten the front leg. Fold over. Leg. So half Hanuman. Feel free to slide forward into a version of full Hanuman. So make the mindful choice and then surrender that which you don't have control over. We can only go with intention. We don't have control over the results. We just have to know that we're approaching it with mindfulness. 2 more breaths. And then come back towards your half Hanuman, bend into your left knee, curl your back toes, lift your back knee, float your left leg up, let's stack it for a moment. Maybe do some circles, whatever you need to do. Then bring the hips back, step the left foot down, slide forward to your plank. We're gonna lower all the way to the belly. Hands once again are underneath the shoulders. Chin once again tucks into the chest. This time we're going to start with the legs. So lift your legs, but be soft in your buttocks. And then inhale, lift your chest. Let your hands hover off the mat, maybe retract your shoulder blades. Gaze forward, lift the heart. Shalabhasana. Exhale, lower, right ear to the mat. Bring your arms down by your side, wiggle out your hips. Good. And we'll do one more. So chin tucks into the chest. Let's keep the arms alongside you. And as you inhale, lift the legs, soften through the buttocks, lift the chest, lift the chin away and the arms up, and then thread the hands together. Roll your shoulder blades together, reach back through your arms, lift the legs, draw your gaze forward, breathe here. 2 more breaths. And exhale, slowly lower down. Bring your opposite ear to the mat. All right. So come back and just sit on your heels for a moment so I can just show you where we're going. So we're going eventually into pigeon. So you can go to pigeon right away if you want to. But I'm just going to show you quickly and then I'll walk you through it again. So we're going to find our way to downward dog. We're going to slide both heels over to the right. We're going to bend the right knee and bring the left elbow to knee. Maybe we're going to hook the big toe, right? As we come into this version of Vashistasana. From here, you can just let go and go right into pigeon. All right, I'm spending too much time talking in this. Or you could play with coming back into your Hanuman first and then pigeon, okay? Totally up to you. So downward dog. Let's give it a shot. So first we're coming to both heels to the right, which ends up stacking the left ankle on top of the right. Left arm's gonna come up, bend right knee, bend left elbow. Feel free to stay here. Maybe grab the big toe. Come up into that version of Vashistasana. Maybe come into your full Hanuman. Again, totally up to you. Or come to pigeon. So we're meeting in pigeon. That's where we're meeting. And fold forward. Take your time getting here. Making those right choices in this present moment. As we settle into this space, into the deeper recesses of the hip, so our piriformis and the deep lateral rotators of the hip, it's an area of the body where we store that uncertainty, that fear, that lack of control that we feel. So there's 2 parts to this, right? The right action in the present moment is about being present in the moment. But it's also about surrendering what we can't control. That might stop us from being mindful in the moment. So take this opportunity to surrender a little bit. And it's difficult, believe me, I know. As most of you know, I spent the last 2 weeks on a roller coaster ride with my father who's sick. He's in the hospital now. He's, has everything you wouldn't want to have right now and have COVID. But he is fighting through, and we're seeing improvement, which is amazing. And I've had to surrender a lot that I can't control. And just try to focus on making those right actions in the present moment. Slowly make your way back to downward dog. And let's shake out that leg. If you feel like it, we're gonna stack. If you wanna flip, feel free to flip. If you don't want to, no worries. We'll make our way back. Second side. All right, so both heels are gonna slide over to the left, which then allows that right ankle to stack on top of the left. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Maybe your right knee bends and your right elbow bends. Maybe you're gonna hook the big toe and press into that left foot as much as you can. Maybe you're gonna draw forward to a version of Hanumanasana, or you're gonna go right into second side pigeon. Breathe here, and this side might feel really different than the other one. We actually store different stuff in each side of the body. Masculine and feminine side. So much of this practice is surrendering, letting go of, softening into. It's all kind of the same terminology for that idea, or it's different terminology for the same idea. Be mindful in what we can control, own that, realize the power in that, and then surrender what we can't. 2 parts. Good. We're gonna make our way back to downward dog. Let's shake out the right leg. You can stack it, you can flip if you want. And then make your way back. And we're gonna come through to seated. Okay, so just come through to seated and then right onto your back. So slowly onto your back. Let's straighten the left leg and lift the right leg up to the sky. So maybe you're gonna grab your ankle, maybe it's behind, your calf muscle, maybe you can hook your big toe, whatever you need it to be. Start to draw that right leg in a little bit. And then we'll float the right leg over to the right. Feel free, notice my left hip is lifting, that's okay. You don't need to press that left hip down. Our pelvis is like a bowl, so it moves like a bowl. Right leg might not come all the way to the floor, that's okay too. We're just releasing out, we're doing a restorative version of what we've been doing so much today. So just settle in and relax. And then bring that right leg up and take the opposite hand to the foot or to the outside of the leg and bring it all the way across. Right arm is gonna reach out, gaze over your right shoulder, breathe. Five breaths. And then bring that right leg down. We'll do the same thing for the left. So lift the left leg up. Hands can come behind the thigh, the calf, the ankle, or grab the big toe. Draw it in a little close to you. And then we're gonna slowly start to bring that left leg all the way out to the left. Notice the right hip might lift, that's okay. Just a nice restorative stretch here. Good. And then bring the left leg up. Opposite hand comes to the outside of the foot or the outside of the leg. And bring that leg all the way across. And then gaze over your left shoulder. And then bring that left leg back. And we're going to slowly lower the legs all the way to the floor. And bring your arms down by your side. And close your eyes. And settle into the space in your mat. The space in your body, the space in your mind. Let go of the breath. Remember that you still have that power. There is no power on earth greater than the right action in the present moment. So currently, that action is nothing. Allow yourself to be still, to truly reap the rewards of your physical practice with this calm moment. You earned it. You notice what's next coming into the mind, just push it away and focus on what's now. Perhaps make a list of what you're grateful for, one thing at a time, if you're struggling to focus. If you feel out of control and powerless, remember what you have power over. Your breath, your body, your mind, your heart in this moment. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Draw your knees into your chest and slowly come onto your right side. And just take a moment. Remember that right action in this present moment is a slow transition to seated. And find your way to that comfortable seat. And bring your hands to your heart. And close your eyes. And draw your chin into your chest. And remember the two pieces of this practice today. Be mindful in the moment so you can channel your power and to surrender that which you cannot control. Together, that's how we find joy. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. I'm so grateful to see all of you. Namaste.